Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
In continuation to the last class, in this class we are going to discuss one example problem, that is example 6.7, and after completion of this example problem we will go to discuss the continuation topic, that is the potential energy of a spring. The potential energy of a spring. So in our last class we focused to learn the conservation of mechanical energy. The conservation of mechanical energy, right? So what is the statement of conservation of mechanical energy? The total mechanical energy of a system is conserved. The total mechanical energy of a system is conserved if the forces doing work on it are conservative. So I will repeat once again. If only conservative forces are doing work, then the total mechanical energy of a system is conserved. Then you may have a doubt, so that's we already discussed, but generally when we use that word conservative force, you have to keep in mind always the work done due to which force is position dependent. That force is called as conservative force. The work done due to which force is path dependent. That force is said to be non-conservative force. So the conservative force means the best example is gravitational force, and the non-conservative force means the example is frictional force. The example is frictional force, right? So in case of, I will repeat once again the statement of conservation of mechanical energy. Why? Because to solve this problem we need law of conservation of mechanical energy, right? So in case of only conservative forces are doing work, the total mechanical energy of a system is conserved. The total mechanical energy of a system is conserved, right? Okay. So now if you come to this point, that is what example 6.7, this is the best example to understand law of conservation of energy. By using that law of conservation of energy statement, we are going to find some of the quantities what he is asking according to this problem, right? Okay. First listen the problem and try to imagine the situation what he is giving, what he has given in this problem. Then based on that situation, based on that imagination, based on that information, we can find the quantities what he is going to ask, right? See here, a bulb of mass small m is suspended by a light string of length capital L. I will repeat once again, a bulb of mass m. You can see the picture also, ma. This is the bulb. The mass of the bulb is small m. It is the length of the string capital L, right? So a bulb of mass small m is suspended by a light string of length capital L, right? Okay. it is imported a horizontal velocity v naught. It is imported a horizontal velocity v naught at the lowest point A. At the lowest point A. So this is the lowest point. It is A, right? So this is A. It is B. It is C, right? So this is the lowest point A. Such that it completes a semicircular trajectory in the vertical plane with the becoming slack only on the reaching the topmost point C as shown in the figure. So he is explaining the situation, ma. So you please be careful here. It is imported a horizontal velocity v naught at the lowest point capital A such that it completes a semicircular trajectory. This is that semicircular trajectory in the vertical plane with the becoming slack only on the reaching the topmost point C as shown in the figure, right? So the bob is coming from here to there, right? It is the topmost point C. Middle between A and C there is one point, that is what? B, right? It is A, it is B, it is C. So tension at A is TA, tension at C is TC. So it is mg when it is at C is the direction of force that you can see in the figure. At the same time here it is the mg, it is the direction of the gravitational force, that is the weight of the bob. So this mg is also weight of the bob, not the string, weight of the bob, right? And it is the direction of tensional force when it is the direction of the tensional force present in the string. This is also the direction of tensional force present in the string. That is what, because of the naming of the point C, it is TC and it is TA, right? It is the tension when the bob is at A in the string. It is the tension at the point C, tension in the string when the bob is at point C. So in between A and C there is one more point B to discuss. Okay, right? So after completion of that, he is asking to obtain an expression for V naught, that is one, and second the speeds at points B and C. So at B and at C. Third one, the ratio of the kinetic energies KB by KC at capital B and capital C. This is what? 2 points, right? At last he is asking to comment on the nature of the trajectory of the bob after it reaches the point C. So it is a lengthy problem, and you just remember what are the things we need to find. At the same time you remember the situation given in the problem. Without remembering the situation given in the problem, we can't go for solution, right? So at each and every moment of the solution, you have to keep in mind what is going to happen from starting to ending, means from A to C. So when it is at A, when it is at B, when it is at C. Okay, right? Now see the solution. See here. So before going to see the solution, you just understand once what are the forces acting on the bob, right? So one is gravitational force, that is its weight, the weight of the bob, and then next one is tensional force, right? So the gravitational force, the weight is because of the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity of the bob, but the tensional force present in the string, right? So there are two differences. So where the force is acting, due to what? Okay, right? So here if you observe carefully, in case of tensional force, see this, at each and every moment, this is what the displacement of the bob, no? This is what the displacement of the bob. So when the force and displacement having 90 degrees with each other, then the work done is 0. That is what, from the definition of work, W is equal to Fs cos theta. When theta is 90, cos 90 is 0, the work done is 0. So it is said to be 0 work done. When there is 90 degrees angle between the force and displacement, the amount of work is said to be 0, right? Now we are going to see the solution. See here. we take the potential energy of the system to be 0 at lowest point. So it is the reference position. It is the reference position. So this is the reference position for us, right? So this is the reference. See the red light. It is the reference position for us. So whatever the height, whatever the displacement we are going to measure, it is from here. It is from here, and length of the string is equal to radius of the vertical circle. Length of the string is equal to radius of the vertical circle. For example, if the bob is at C, what is this height? It will be 2L. Okay, right. See this. If we take the potential energy of the system to be 0 at lowest point, at point A, thus at A, so here what is the kinetic energy? Of mv0 square. So the formula is of mv square. So here energy, kinetic energy is of mv0 square. This is the only reference position now. So we can't talk about anything about potential energy. So here total energy is equal to kinetic energy here. That's why E is equal to of mv0 square. It is the equation number 1 for our convenience. Right. Next, according to Newton's second law of motion, here two forces. One is gravitational force, that is downward. Another one is tensional force, which is upward. Right. Here you can write Ta minus mg is equal to mv0 square by L. What is mv0 square by L? It is the centripetal force. Right. The force which is required, the foremost and the force which is required for a body to move in a circle is centripetal force. Right. Another force is centrifugal force. It depends upon the frame of reference. But the initial and the foremost force is centripetal force here. So the balance between these two forces will provide the necessary centripetal force. This helps for the bob to complete a circular motion or to complete the circular path. So that Ta minus mg is equal to mv0 square by L. It is from Newton's second law of motion. Right. Next, at point C, see here. Here, what is the total energy? When the bob is at C, its velocity is Vc. Right. So the kinetic energy is of mvc square. But it is at a height 2L. It is, the height is equal to diameter here. Right. So L plus L, 2L. So what is the potential energy here? 2 mgl. So the kinetic energy is 1 by 2 mvc square plus the potential energy is 2 mgl. This is the total energy at point C. See here. This is the total energy at point C. That's why E is equal to this is. So that is what according to that our convenience equation 2. Next, see this. At the same point C, I can write mg is equal to mvc square by L. So here the weight of the bob provides the weight of the bob balances the centripetal force. That is what mg is equal to mvc square by capital L. So this is from Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion, right? So it is what? Equation 3. Equation 3, right? So from equations 2 and 3. So this is equation 2, it is equation 3. Mathematically I can write E is equal to 5 by 2 mgl because see here it is m will get cancelled now. Then what will happen? Vc square is equal to gl will come now. So that Vc square is equal to gl, you write here. Then what will happen? So it will be gl now. So mgl by 2 plus 2 mgl. mgl by 2 plus 2 mgl. Then what is the answer? 5 by 2 mgl. So it is the capital E, that is equal to 5 by 2 mgl. So mathematically we got this expression from equations 2 and 3. Next, equating the above to the energy at E. So here I am using what is that principle of law. Here I am using the law of conservation of energy. Principle of conservation of energy. That is what? In case of only conservative forces are doing work, the total mechanical energy of a system is constant. The total mechanical energy of a system is constant or conserved. Okay. So based on that, I can say here, equating the above to the energy at A, because this total energy I can equate anywhere, any point on this point, on this path of the circle, right? Because the total energy is constant, no, total mechanical energy of the system is constant, right? So equating the above to the energy at A, this is what 5 by 2 mgl is equal to m v naught square by 2, this is what, right? So it is 1 by 2 m v naught square. So m will get cancelled. So mathematical process will give us v naught is equal to square root of 5 gl. V naught is equal to square root of 5 gl. Here v naught is equal to square root of 5 g capital L, because see that, you know that calculation. So m will get cancelled, 2 will get cancelled. V naught square is equal to 5 g capital L. So v naught is equal to square root of 5 g capital L, right? Next, so one thing we found according to the question, we have to find first v naught, that is the velocity at point A, that we found it is square root of 5 gl. Then we are going to find speeds at points B and C. Speeds at points capital B and capital C. See here. So from equation 3, right? From equation 3, Vc is equal to square root of gl. So this is the equation 3. M will get cancelled. Vc is equal to square root of gl. Next, at point B we need to find speed. So how to find the speed at point B? See here. At B the energy is, at B the energy is E is equal to half mvb square plus mgl. Half mvb square plus mgl, right? Okay. From equation 1, where is the equation 1? This is the equation 1, right? From equation 1, here 1 by 2 mvb square plus mgl. From equation 1, right? 1 by 2 mvb square plus mgl is equal to, in place of E we are writing 1 by 2 mv naught square, right? Next, this left hand side term, whatever it is here, that we are writing as it is. But right hand side term, in place of v naught square I am writing 5gl. In place of v naught square I am writing 5gl. So that finally vb square plus 2g capital L, vb square plus 2g capital L is equal to 5gl, right? Then what is vb square? It is 3gl. Vb is equal to square root of 3gl. Vb is equal to square root of 3gl, right? Afterwards, in the third point, he is asking to find the ratio of kinetic energy at B to the kinetic energy at C. So we know the speed at B and speed at C, so that the formula for kinetic energy is half mv square. So here half m into vb square, it is half m into vc square. So vb here only we found, that is what vb is okay, but vb square means 3gl will come. Here vc means square root of gl, that is vc square means gl. Then finally, because of this cancellation of some of the things, and then it will give us 3 by 1. It is the ratio of kinetic energy at B to the kinetic energy at C, right? Afterwards, he is asking to comment on the nature of the trajectory of the bob after it reaches the point C. After it reaches the point C. See here, at point C, the string becomes slack and the velocity of the bob is horizontal. The velocity of the bob is horizontal and to the left. You know very well, if you see that picture you can understand. If the connecting string is cut at this instant, the bob will execute a projectile motion. The bob will execute a projectile motion with horizontal projection. With horizontal projection. Okay. Otherwise, the bob will continue its circular path and complete the revolution. So what is the comment means? When the bob is at point C, the velocity is horizontal and to the left. If the string is not going to cut, means the bob will continue the remaining part of the half of the circle and totally it completes one complete circular path. Suppose if the string is going to cut, means the bob follows horizontal projection like this, right? Horizontal projection means like this. You know very well how a shot put, right? So if you throw the shot put, how it goes to reach the ground, that you know very well. So that is the position of the bob if the string is going to cut. Okay, right. So now we completed the example 6.7. We are going to discuss the next continuation topic, the potential energy of a spring. Potential energy of a spring, right? See here, the spring force, right? The spring force is an example of variable force which is conservative, So you can see one figure here, ma. So that is what you can see, some figure here, right? You can see some figure here, ma. It is what, a spring, and it is the block. Okay, right. So if you see that a block attached to a spring and resting on a smooth horizontal surface, right? So this is the smooth horizontal surface. A block is resting on smooth horizontal surface connected by a spring. Other end of the spring is connected to like a rigid thing, that is like a wall. Okay. Next, if you see that the other end of the right, the spring is light and may be treated as massless. So the spring is massless when compared to this mass of the block, right? Okay. In an ideal spring, the spring force is proportional to the x, where x is the displacement of the block from equilibrium position. In an ideal spring, the spring force Fs is proportional to x, where x is the displacement of the block from the equilibrium position, right? Okay. This displacement could be either positive or negative. This displacement could be either positive or negative. Okay. So where it is positive and where it is negative, you see this picture. Here this is what displacement is positive. Here this is displacement is positive, ma. Here the displacement is negative. Two pictures are there, right? So it is the displacement is positive. Here the displacement is negative. Okay. So mathematically, so whatever the force law of the spring, so whatever I told you, that is what the spring force is proportional to x, where x is the displacement of the block from equilibrium position. So the mathematical form of the statement is Fs is equal to minus kx. Actually, Fs is directly proportional to minus x. By removing the proportional symbol, you can say Fs is equal to minus kx. Here k is the spring constant. And the unit of the spring constant is Newton per meter, because Newton is the unit of the force and meter is the unit of displacement. Okay, that is, after completion of this, based on the stiffness of a spring, suppose the spring is said to be stiff if k is large, and the spring is said to be soft if k is small. So we can see different types of springs now. For example, pen spring. Otherwise, if you see the electric heater, so that is also like a spring, but there is lot of difference. The difference is spring constant. Okay. So there itself, suppose if you see this block, if we pull the block outwards, what will happen? Like this picture, if you pull the block outwards, what will happen? The extension is xm. And the work done by the spring force, will be like this. That is what Ws is equal to integration 0 to xm Fs dx. In place of Fs, you can write minus kx. From this, Fs is equal to minus kx. So that if we integrate that x, then it is x square by 2, no? So it is totally minus k into xm square by 2. Minus k into x m square by 2. So it is the work done. It is the work done in case of a spring. Suppose if you are taking, because this is the amount of work done. I already told you in our previous classes, the work done is either positive or negative or 0. It depends upon the situation. But here we are in a discussion about the work done in case of spring, right? So in this class, if you concentrate once, we discussed one example problem, right? So this example problem is very important problem, because here we used law of conservation of mechanical energy, and this problem also comes under the part of motion in a vertical circle. Motion in a vertical circle. So in this problem they have given one situation. Based on the situation, they are asking to find three things. 1, 2, 3. In first, he is asking to find velocity at lowest point. In second, he is asking to find speed at point B and C. In third, he is asking to find the ratio of the kinetic energies at B and C. That is what KB by KC. So these are all the things we found. Those are the values what we had here. At last, he is asking to comment on the situation, that is what nature of the trajectory of the bob after it reaches the point C. So there are two things. If the string is not going to cut, means the bob will continue to move remaining part of the circle so that it completes once. Suppose if the string will cut, means it follows a parabolic path to reach the ground. So it will become an example of horizontal projectile. That is what, like a shot put. So if you throw the shot put, what will happen? So in that manner it will come, right? After completion of that, our continuation topic is the potential energy of a spring. So this is the spring. Here you can see in these pictures, right? So what is the potential energy of the spring means? It is actually 1 by 2 kx square. It is 1 by 2 kx square is the potential energy stored in a spring. But that we are seeing here conceptually, and finally based on the concept we are going to derive, right? It will become as 1 by 2 kx square. Here one thing we have to remember, that is in an ideal spring, the spring force is proportional to x. In an ideal spring, the spring force is proportional to x, where x is the displacement of the block from equilibrium position, right? So this is what force law of spring, which is also called as Hooke's law. So the spring balance which works by using Hooke's law. Okay, right? So this is about today class. We will continue in the next class with next continuation topic. Thank you.